bit more about this farm, how big it is, what you grow generally?
Yeah, so we're predominantly lettuce growers. We're growing around 200,000 lettuce a week on about 200 acres of growing ground, some of which we own ourselves, some of which we rent. Family's been growing for 150 years at least, changing through from soft fruit in the very furthest back that I know, and then changing through to vegetables and lettuce a little bit more recently. When I say more recently, 50 years ago I guess. My great granddad came out and bought land out here, and then we continued on and bought more land around us and rented more ground. And family business. I work closely with my dad, my mum, my wife, my two brothers. My son's working all the time when he's not at school. Hard work. It's a way of life, not a job. But we love doing it, and we wouldn't do it if we didn't. So.
What do you really love about it? Is it being outside, or?
Yeah, being outside, being in the fresh air, operating the machinery, everything about it. I love the nature of it. I love producing something that will end up on the table somewhere and somebody else will appreciate it.
Standing in a field of purple sprouting, and you said earlier that it's normally spring. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing with it now this time of year, why we've got it planted now.
Well, generally purple sprouting is something that comes in the spring, February, March time. We're trying to get different varieties to get it earlier all the time. Last year we were cutting at Christmas. This year we've been managing to cut from about the beginning of November, end of October. It's only small amounts at the moment, and it's a small patch. We're just trialling it, but we're going over each week and cutting it, and you can see from this it's nice stuff. Individual heads, nice bit of colour, and yeah, it's working out okay.
What's the hardest part of farming for you? Kind of at different seasons, so now and then in spring, what's the real hard parts?
Well, it's always the weather. It's the biggest gamble of the lot. The weather can affect us so bad, and it does seem as if over the last, I don't know, 5-10 years, the extremes are getting more. So we hit these drought conditions, which obviously gives a big problem, and then we hit the other way. As you can see now, the mud everywhere and the water laying everywhere. It causes us a great deal of headaches. We pride ourselves on trying to produce a good product that the customers want, and that can become challenging in itself because we never quite know what you guys want, so we're always trying to be one step ahead of you with that.
So what time does your day start and end? Was it just like one constant?
There's not such long hours at the moment, but in the summer, yeah, we work right the way through the night. So we generally, our staff will be starting 4 in the morning harvesting lettuce, and they'll be working through till 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night.
So pandemic, how has that affected your business?
Hugely. We grow a lot for the cruise ships that leave out of Southampton, and 80% of our produce is for catering market. So when March hit, the lockdown in March, that was bad. We were ploughing in around 100,000 lettuce a week, but we got through that, and then it came a bit brighter for the next few months as the lockdown came out, and with the help from the government with the restaurants, and so that picked up and we had a better part of the year. And now this end of the year it's gone off a bit. We're still selling our kells, our purple sprout and our cabbage, because that's a bit more retail-y, whereas the radicchio, the Jerusalem artichokes, is more of a catering product, so it's hard to it needs to be put into veg boxes and get people educated on what they can do. So that's it in the field, and then once we cut it away, that's what you'll end up in your boxes. A beautiful radicchio. That outside leaf takes all the winter weather.
How long do they actually grow for? When do they? So you're harvesting them now?
Yeah, these would have been planted in August.
August.
Yeah. This will wait in the field till Christmas, providing you don't get frost after frost after frost, or a load of snow on the top of it.
How much frost can it withstand?
It will take some, you know, and now and again 2 or 3 little frosts, and it'll go again and it'll be okay, but it won't take it. If you went into it and you had a fortnight of frost every day, a really cold snap, then it'll really get into it.
You don't get any pests,
it needs to
like
thaw.
rabbits, they don't? Is it too bitter for rabbits?
Deer
Deer,
are
oh
awful.
God.
Deer love this. This whole field is all deer fence, so they can't get in here, but they can absolutely massacre it. And they particularly love this.
I think there's some
Out of all
tissue.
the lettuce, they really do.